Okay, welcome to the new video. Today let us discuss about the pump. So this is the nameplate of this particular pump. Here we can see the nameplate of the pump, the brand of the pump, and the various details which is mounted on the nameplate, and it is mounted with the rivet. So easily you cannot remove this nameplate from the pump. Okay, so here some details are mentioned. So Kirloskar Brothers Limited, and the address, Kirloskar logo here, and ISI mark here, and it is type NW3 plus. So IMP dia in the sense impeller diameter. Impeller means the pump's impeller or fan which is used to pump the water. So it is 239 mm. Then serial number. So serial number is based on the plant and various other details, and it is unique for every pump. And the size here 65 into 50 mm. So 65 mm is the suction pipe diameter and 50 mm is the delivery pipe diameter. 65 mm stands for 2.5 inch diameter and 50 mm stands for 2 inch diameter. And recommended prime mover rating kilowatt or HP. So they used to mention it in terms of kilowatt, that is 3.775. So 3.775 divided by 0.746 stands with 5 HP or 5 horsepower. So this pump can be attached with the 5 HP diesel engine. And head range, always the people will go wrong in showing the head range. So head range is 15.5 to 22.5 meter. So what is this 15.5 and 22.5? So normally every company calibrates the amount of water gets discharged from the pump. So they measure the various measurements like pressure and amount of water discharge at different heights from the water level. So they have calibrated this particular pump at a different levels from 15.5 to 22.5 meter. That is the one way of interpreting this particular range. And similarly 15.5 to 22.5 means you can give the opening of the water from this particular pump in between this range. So you should not go beyond 15.5, that means less than 15.5 means it will be excess load to the pump as well as engine. 22.5 means it is more than its limit, so therefore the water discharge will be very less. So this is the optimum range for this particular pump, and the RPM is 1500, and duty point, that is the optimum head, is 20.4 meter, the total head, and the discharge is 10.2 liter per second. Okay, so this is the discharge, and they have mentioned one point, that is pump efficiency 65.0%, and one more caution, that is do not run the pump dry. So why we should not run the pump dry? Because here there is a gunmetal bush as well as a stainless steel shaft. So there is no lubrication for this, and the water which passes through the pump itself acts as a lubricant for the bush as well as a steel shaft. So therefore we should not run the pump dry. So now about the total head 15.5 to 22.5. So this particular head is measured with various other conditions. For example, you have to specifically attach 65 mm and 50 mm pipe for the suction as well as delivery respectively. So then only you can use this pump. And one more thing is 15.5 meter height from the level of the water and not from the level of the pump. So it should be measured from the level of the water. And you may ask, the water level will be continuously varying. It's true, but by considering average level of the water, you have to measure the range. So that is the head range. always we have to be very careful about the head range, that is important for the pump, and head as well as the diameter of the impeller, they are interrelated. Now let us see the pump. So this is the used pump what we have right now, and here the brand again Kirloskar, the name is there, and this particular section is called as a base plate, and these are the 4 holes in order to mount the engine, and these 4 holes, 2 are there and 2 are here, which are used to mount the base plate to the foundation. Okay, so 4 bolts for the engine, 4 holes to mounting on the foundation, and 4 bolts to attach the pump on the base plate. Okay. So this is the portion which you have to connect to the engine. So this is the belt. It's a 2.5 inch belt, flat belt we call. Okay, so here we can see the triangular coupling. So this is called as a triangular coupling. So this 3 points, and it's attached with the shaft with the one key slot here. I hope we can make out a key slot here. Yeah, the small key slot. Okay, and this here is a bearing inside this, and if you remove this bolt you can get this flange out, so that we can see the bearing inside here, and this is the point where you can attach a grease cup so that you can continuously feed the grease to the bearing. And this is the shaft, a rusted one, since it is not in use, it's a rusted one. And here you have to put the pump rope. Okay, and this is called as a gland, pump rope gland, and this is called as a check bolt. And here this pump is not being used for almost something like 10 years. Since we are not using, the condition is not that good, but once if you replace this shaft and bush, you can use it for any amount of years unless a small wear and tear. So entire setup is made up of cast iron as well as iron, and then this is a chamber, as I have shown in the earlier videos for the pump. It is the chamber, and you have to notice that here you cannot rotate the chamber in order to make it for the motor, because in PSG brand they make it available. Once if you purchase a pump, you can make it either diesel engine pump or motor pump. Here it is not possible. Once if you get a pump, it is meant for that. So like that. So this particular brand is called as NW3 plus S. Okay, NW3 plus S, and it is AV1. AV1 means it is the type of engine that you can mount on this particular base plate. And here is the impeller, this is the chamber, and here this is the one more arrangement. You can make out an output which is taken from the delivery side, and here is a broken gate wall and one bend. So this portion is used to pump the water to the water cooled engine, because internal combustion engines will be heating up. You have to cool down that particular engine, so water is given from the pump to cool down the engine. So this is the attachment for that, and it is not required for the motor. It is only required for the water cooled engine, and not air cooled engine it's again not required. And this is called as a flange and 4 bolts. And here this is the output section, and this is the input section. Again in the input section we can see the shaft and impeller as well as the nut. Since it's rusted, it's not that clear. And again they are showing the direction of the impeller's rotation with an arrow mark, NW3 plus series.